Hello everyone, my name is Somi and this is her Invisible Prowess. Today's reading is definitely gonna be very different. This is actually a personal reading, personal psychic reading for cousin Jake, who is a music artist, okay? So this reading is for you, Jake. And for this particular reading, I felt particularly drawn to these type of card decks. A lot of blues here, which is very symbolic of the throat chakra activation, which is very synonymous with what you already do. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's get started here. I'm gonna start with Sacred Destiny. Let's see. Let's see what's in the cards for you. Oh, okay. Oh, too many cards. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Okay, so we have delight, fulfillment, and new beginnings. Literally, with whatever direction you're taking on in life right now, you're literally going after your own heart. Okay, you're letting your heart decide what's the next step for you, what is direction gonna take you to. Okay, and not many people take that bet, unfortunately. A lot of people may think, want to stay in safe jobs and reap safe outcomes and safe results, okay, which is unfortunately not fulfilling for obvious reasons. But you're someone who is a bit of a risk taker, okay, and this risk that you're taking on yourself, which is most likely getting more visibility, okay, it's definitely going to lead you to fulfillment, okay? You're definitely going to be seeing the fruits of your labor, okay? And I'm sure there's days where you've doubted yourself over and over again if this is the right path for you. I can totally see that for you, being a creative and also being a creative myself. That's really just part of the journey, unfortunately, okay? But it's definitely meant to serve you and further refine you and mold you, okay? And this direction is definitely leading you to new horizons, literally opening up for you. I cannot make this up. This is what's in the cards for you, okay? I also see here healing chaos, okay? I feel like the word healing is very emphasized here. That could be like some certain mentalities that you kind of need to pivot and tweak. Maybe even going as far as like self-sabotaging behaviors and beliefs about yourself. Now, of course, having that imposter syndrome is very common. Okay, do not feel too bad about it. If that's what you're dealing with also. But I can definitely see a lot of healing for you. What can be advised here for you is really just lean into the experience rather than resisting it, okay? You're definitely encouraged to spend some time in solitary and solace here to literally get to know what you truly want. Okay, that could be some journaling for you, literally set a solo date in your calendar, go for that walk, go camping, whatever it is to clear your head outside of the noise from your social circle, your friends, your family, what they think they want for you. This is definitely your invitation here, okay, to literally set aside some time for yourself and truly get to know what you truly want. Okay, if you could seriously, radically, selfishly go after what you want, what would it be? Regardless of others' opinions, regardless of others' perspectives, whatever it may be, that it's just noise, okay? What do you want, okay? You're definitely recommended to set some time alone, okay, and figure that out. Because deep down, you want to execute something, okay? We have opportunity here. Let me make sure that's in frame. You're definitely bound to make some really bold moves and taking huge leaps of faith, okay? Maybe even blind faith here to get that visibility, whatever it is, okay? And I know how deeply challenging that is because it's really all coming down to how much belief do you have in yourself by making this happen, okay? Um, it's definitely going to require you to literally step outside of your comfort zone, okay? And it's this mind fuck, okay? Don't mind me cussing here, but that's literally me just being really, really straightforward with you and being brutally honest with you. Um, the thing is, a lot of people like to commonly mistake that the people who have already made it, okay, think of the biggest names out there, the biggest brands, whatever, okay? It's not that they did not have fear, but actually they did the thing anyway despite of the fear, okay? Maybe you also need to hear that. People make a lot of sacrifices, okay? And people from the industry that you want to get into, which is the entertainment industry, people move to LA for this. They literally bet their whole life to make this happen, okay? And maybe you're still looking for some sort of permission here, but all the permission you need is from yourself, okay? We have freedom here. Something about this feels like very, very spiritually liberating to you. I feel like you're so much in your own element. Like, I don't know, well, you don't know what any other profession you feel this very, very strongly with, if not this already, is what I'm picking up. Um, but I also have thriving here, okay? Um, this specific type of industry, obviously, it's very, very competitive. It takes a lot of sacrifices, a lot of huge life adjustments to make it happen. But you're gonna be thriving, okay? There will be days, of course, it's not gonna be easy. Nothing worthwhile is easy, unfortunately. But what's in the cards for you is thriving, okay? It's almost guaranteed. Um, yeah, okay. Let's see what else is coming up for you, Jake. I'm gonna be opening up Starlight. We have double confirmation that we have courage. Okay. Wish upon a star and release all limiting beliefs. Wow. Okay. This is like double confirmation of what I already said earlier. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like the stars will literally align for you, but the universe is also waiting on you. As a human being, like we have this backwards like perspective sometimes that you're the one waiting on something, on someone, on a certain outcome. But in actuality, the universe is already so in tune with your vibration, frequency. I don't know how much you believe of this stuff when I talk about this stuff, like the law of attraction, things like that. But in actuality, the universe is waiting on you. Okay, the further you delay on making bold moves, taking that leap of faith, okay, in whatever way that is, the longer that also delays your desired outcome, your desired future, okay? So the universe is waiting on you, okay? Let's see what else. Oh my God, we have this. We have nucleus, the power within stars is the power within you. Wow, that is powerful. Let me draw one more. We have breakthrough. Wow. For a star to be born, it must first collapse. This is not your destruction, this is your birth. That is so incredibly powerful. Something about you pursuing this direction in your life feels very, very like this is your personal rebirth. And when I say that, it also comes from a lot of pain, a lot of your personal strength also comes from pain, and maybe that's exactly what's driving you, okay? But like it says here, this is not your destruction, this is your rebirth, okay? And yeah, we have phases here. Shine even when you're not whole. There will definitely be days when you're putting in X amount of hours, X amount of days, okay, and no one will be cheering you on. No one will acknowledge your effort, okay, or anything really, or even notice anything. But you're being encouraged to keep going anyway, okay? And we have evolve. All right. We have the cosmic potential flows through you. I feel like you're somewhat of a genius. I don't know if you even admit that to yourself. Um, your creativity, you're channeling it from source. And the thing about that specifically is, of course, like there's like so much saturation already. And regardless of whatever industry you want to get into, you want to infiltrate, whatever, and people will sacrifice, going to a dance academy to get signed and debut in a K-pop group like I've seen on Netflix, but none of the amount of time they've spent investing into this will guarantee making that debut here. But I feel like it's literally written in the stars here for you that this is meant for you. Like you're literally meant for this. You're born for this. And this is the next step of your soul's evolution, okay? Yeah. Yeah. We have new horizons again. That's what I said earlier in the previous spread. Old ways will not open new doors. Yes, there's a lot of shedding here of old habits, old mindsets that are not relevant to the new future that you're looking to align into, literally. Okay, this can also be also the social circles you surround yourself with, okay? And the thing with that, this is not purposely done or with, or intentionally done anyway, but the old friends that you may still keep, they definitely have an influence on your mentality, okay? And if there's someone who's not really long term oriented, they don't really care for thinking about the future, thinking about the long term, they're not looking to grow, okay? Some people, there you will definitely be met with some resistance, okay, of like people feeling like they're getting left behind because you want to do your own thing and they don't feel that relevant in your life anymore. But you can kind of spin that around. Okay, so what does that mean? Like, we shouldn't grow? Of course not. That's a very invalid point. Unfortunately, not everyone can relate to this journey, okay, and that's just how it is. You cannot please everybody, unfortunately, okay? And the sooner you embrace that, the better. Um, yeah, but yeah, a lot of shedding of old ways needs to happen before things really start happening for you, okay? And new horizons literally open up for you. Okay, let's see what else. I'm gonna be opening up Moonology. Why not? Oh my gosh. We have confidence is your key to success. Yes, your power of belief in yourself is literally what's going to drive you to success. How much are you willing to bet on yourself, okay? And we have here, you're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah. Let's see what else. The energy of the energy is gaining momentum. Ooh, that's a good one. And we have be bold and make the first move and expect powerful change. Wow, the cards are really, really in sync. Okay, I feel like you're at the precipice here. You're right at the tipping point. It's like you have both of your feet in between the two worlds. One foot is on the old chapter in your life, this very old stagnant chapter in your life, and you have the other foot, okay, literally on this unknown, uncharted territory, which obviously feels very, very uncomfortable. It's the unknown. It requires a lot of change. It requires you literally expanding your comfort zone, okay? But as we've already seen in the previous spreads, the universe is on your side, whether you believe that or not right now. Um, I feel like you're maybe hitting some, how do I say this? Like some obstacles in your life. Um, but these are just little pebbles in your path, okay? Let's see what else. I'm gonna lastly open this. Your breakthrough is coming. Ooh, we have protect your own vision. I feel like with that, not everyone's gonna be happy for you, like you pursuing this direction in your life. And I feel like that's completely normal. You almost have like to tiptoe about certain people in your life regarding this path. And you kind of hold your tongue in like what's your next moves, what's your next plan as far as this direction goes. But by protecting your own vision, you're also protecting your own energy, which is perfectly okay. Let's see what else. Be unstoppable. Oh. And what if it works? Oh my goodness. I feel the need to like open up the booklet in that and further dive into that. Let me see here. What if it works? As soon as I see it. Where is it? Oh, here we go, 72. Oh my gosh, yeah. I have the core message here. Do not let fear talk you out of greatness. Key themes are courage, trusting the unknown, possibility, overcoming fear, embracing success, and a shifting perspective. The message is here. Fear loves to ask, what if it doesn't work? But have you ever asked, what if it does? The truth is, you're just as likely to succeed as you are to fail. But it's fear that's making you forget that. This card is your nudge to flip the script. Don't let fear drown out the possibility of success. What if it works? What if this moment leads you to the breakthrough, the opportunity, the transformation you've been hoping for? What if everything you're afraid of is only a shadow of the greatness that awaits? You can't predict the future, but you can choose to believe in its potential. And I am gonna leave the reading here. I hope you like your reading. I hope you definitely gained some new insights. And I definitely remember that you had a question. What is the purpose of your life? It doesn't have to be something so grand, but it's really just to shine your light onto the world in whatever shape or form that is, okay? That is the purpose of your life, Jake, okay? And yeah, that would be all for now, and have a good one. Bye.